Yay. Mariners win 1-0. They finish the season. They finished the season 88-74. They win 3 of 4 against the Texas Rangers. The season is over. Let's go over the scoring plays. This might take me a little while. Dom Canzone grounds out to first to score Eugenio Suarez. End of scoring. Before we get into the positives, the negatives, whatever you want to call it, let's thank the good people of Simply Seattle for sponsoring the show. Simply Seattle has the very best in Seattle sports gear. If you're looking for the Seahawks, the Huskies, the Sounders, the Storm, and of course the Mariners, on top of a whole bunch of other stuff, you can find it at simplyseattle.com. You can also save 15% on your order by using code MOLLYWOP15, MOLLYWHOP15. Really appreciate Simply Seattle sponsoring the show for the second half of the season. They're awesome. You guys are awesome. Go get some awesome stuff from Simply Seattle. I mean, the negative is the Seattle Mariners don't get to play baseball games anymore. Not for another 6 months or so. And that sucks. There's just no other word to use, but that stinks on ice. And if you want to take another negative from this, you guys can just, it's subjective if this is negative or not. The Mariners win, and it looks like at the time of recording that the Houston Astros are going to win. Means that the Texas Rangers are the wild card, and the Houston Astros are your AL West division champions again. I don't know if that's a negative or a positive or not. That's up to you. But it is what it is. It is the definition of it is what it is. A team that an awful lot of you really hate. The Seattle Mariners just helped an awful lot. You're very welcome, Houston Astros, for us being so accommodating. Offense was horrible tonight. I think the only player who reached twice was Ty France, in part because there weren't a lot of people who played a whole heck of a lot today. Crawford went 0 for 3, bounced. Julio went 0 for 3, bounced. Riley went 0 for 3, bounced. A lot of positives. George Kirby was phenomenal. 6 innings of shutout baseball, doesn't walk anyone. I think he only had 1 3-ball count, 7 strikeouts. Very impressive effort against a Houston team, or excuse me, a Texas team. Freudian slip. That was trying hard. They were trying really hard. Very strong end to the year. There were some blips from Kirby, no question about it. Every Seattle Mariners starter had a couple of blips. Unfortunately for Castillo, they all came at the very end, but there were some issues with Kirby, no question about it. But he also showed you in his second full season why this guy can be an ace someday. How about Prelander Berroa? And if you want to take another negative here, why was this dude not up sooner? Yeah, you saw the issues in his other appearance that throwing strikes has been a problem, and it will probably keep him from being like the best reliever in baseball someday or anything like that. But you also see how sick that guy's stuff is. I'm super excited to see Berroa next year. Nice job by Thornton, and congratulations to Isaiah Campbell on getting his first major league save. And did it against their best hitters. Strikes out Marcus Semien, gets Corey Seager to fly out. Pitch that was in the middle of the plate, but gets him to get out and gets Mitch Garber to fly out. Congratulations on a save. Definitely a positive season from Isaiah Campbell as well. Bullpen was phenomenal today. Just the one hit, 4 strikeouts. Any other positives we want to talk about from this game? It was quick. Everybody should be home by about 3 o'clock. Yeah, that was one of the fastest games in a year that saw plenty of fast ones. I mean, it's nice to win. It's nice to end the year on a positive note. Would have been nice to see like the big three have a big game or somebody hit a round tripper. But you win. You win. The biggest positive. Ah, get nice and comfy. And sorry, I think I'm sitting too far back or something for this video. My whatever. It doesn't matter. You're not here for my mug. You're here for hot spicy takes. By the way, before I get into that, the cow rally comments. Good for you, Big Dumper. Good for you, and shame on whoever told him that he needed to apologize. Absolutely 100% agree with you, Big Dumper. Nothing to disagree with. Absolutely nothing to disagree with. Anyway, the biggest positive of all is you guys. I can't even try to explain or try to articulate, I guess I should say, how appreciative I am of you that you guys came out here for 162 game recaps. 162 of them. I know I'm not the only one doing this. I'm not even close to the only one doing this. But I'm brand new. I'm brand spanking new to this thing. And for 1,100 of you to have subscribed to this channel, all organically, all word of mouth. Oh, it means so flippin' much. I cannot thank you enough. I cannot appreciate your support enough. I can't appreciate you guys leaving your comments enough. Did I agree with every single thing everyone said? Absolutely not. It would be boring as heck if I did. But you were always, for the most part, there were a couple, that's just, YouTube. That's just social media that, I had to hit the old remove for. But for the most part, everyone was so respectful and so courteous and so engaging. Man, honestly, if I wasn't all cried out from this week, you'd see those tears flowing again. It just means so much. And it's it's a weird thing to feel. It's obviously not my fault that the Seattle Mariners aren't making the postseason, right? And yet I feel bad like there wasn't something I could do to keep this going. It just means the world. I don't know how many more ways I can say it. It just means the world. And I hate that it's over for now. I will definitely be doing this next season. And here's the other thing, I'm going to be doing postseason recaps. I'm going to recap all of the postseason day, talk about like the highlights and what I see, because I'm definitely going to be watching those games. I have nothing better to do. Literally nothing better to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I would really appreciate if you guys came out and watched those. I think tomorrow, once we know the postseason matchups, and we'll know the postseason matchups in like a half an hour, actually. But once I'm sure of that stuff, we'll kind of preview each series, and I'll give you my predictions for each one. Going to be interesting. It's going to be a very interesting postseason. And boy, do I hate that the Mariners aren't part of it. And this is another year where the Mariners finish Pretty darn close to making the postseason, but don't get it. Thank goodness they made it last year because talking about 22 years of not making it. Anyway, please hit like and subscribe. Follow me on all those websites. Check out all the links that I have below here. Another thank you to Simply Seattle for sponsoring the show. And please come check out all the postseason stuff. After I'm done with the postseason stuff, I'm going to plan on doing something. Maybe I'll just do like a video on each individual player and give them like a grade. You know, KP, Julio, good. Chris Flexen, bad. Yeah, I just got to get the content up and stuff like that. But again, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my family's heart, thank you for watching all 162 of these. We didn't go viral with anything. We had one game recap that went over 1,000. But the overall support and how much this channel grew in just one season, and maybe this comes off as bragging, and you know what? I'm fine with that. It's pretty darn incredible. YouTube is a hard place to grow your channel. And the fact that so many of you have shown up, especially right now with what's going on. I'm just going to say it one last time. I love you. And for those of you who are not interested in watching these recaps, I'll see you next year.